Welcome to Dependable Flame, where we explore vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacconiana, and other useful mechanisms. Make yourself at home. Today we have a vintage ALPCO automatic petrol lighter made in Japan. This lighter is embellished with a leather wrap, which appears to me to have a belt buckle adorning it. Really cool lighter that works extremely well. This lighter does show scuffs, scratches, dings, other wear. Some contamination or stains to the leather wrap. The leather wrap goes all the way around, and then on the front side here has another piece of leather which has fastened upon it a belt buckle, which looks to be of the same base metal as the lighter is made of. Here you can see that it is marked ALPCO and Japan. Don't believe that there are any other markings. This is sort of an intermediate size lighter, and I would put this one in the Ronson Adonis clone category. Strikes very strong, really excellent shower of sparks, and is extremely efficient at lighting up when you press the button. It does still have its original wick. Which has some singeing, some burning. Fairly stiff. You can see that file wheel. With its integrated teeth here on the right side that interact with the clutch spring. See those gears also on each side. And then the snuffer cap, which raises all the way past 90 degrees like you would expect it. The leather seems to be still fully intact. It doesn't seem to be peeling off here at the joint, but the joint is evident. You can clearly see where that is wrapped around and meets the other end. When I looked this ALPCO company up on the Toledo Bend BCL site, there is only one lighter listed there, and it does not look like this one. It looks like a Ronson standard clone, but it talked about how the lighter is plated and then covered with a heavy lacquer. I don't know if that would be the case with this one. If it was, then it appears as though that heavy lacquer is largely gone from it. You can see the evident blemishes on this lighter, scratches, scuffs, dings, other minor imperfections, perhaps plating loss, damage to the slots on the screws, which is pretty common amongst all your automatic type petrol lighters. But not only is this a fashionable looking lighter with this leather wrap, but if you put this one in your pocket and decide to carry it and use it, you are not going to be disappointed. One thing about repairing old lighters, my work being usable old lighters, I can't pull a lighter out of my pocket that does not light 100%, or I receive criticism from my wife, who thinks that because I work on lighters and sell dependable lighters, that every lighter that comes out of my pocket should work that well. And in general they do, but occasionally I am carrying one to see how well it'll work, or analyze or judge whether or not it is a dependable, reliable lighter. And a monkey could decide that this was a reliable lighter. One press of the button, one solid flame, and it is that case every time you push the button. That was the old Ronson advertisement. It lights the first time every time. And we've already alluded to the fact that this lighter looks an awful lot like a little bit more diminutive size Ronson Adonis clone. So if that is the case, then I would say that this ALPCO company, which manufactured lighters in Japan, probably during the 1950s, 1960s, they did an excellent job of cloning the function of the Ronson Adonis, as you can see by the evidence before you. When this lighter is actuated, it lights. It has been fueled now for several days, and while the fuel screw may seem a little wonky, see where it is still raised up a little, not necessarily threading all the way down there in an inset manner like you would hope. It will stand on its own, at least if you are somewhat careful with it. But regardless, that should be noted. That screw does not seem to screw all the way in, and yet this lighter is not lacking in fuel, doesn't have fuel pouring out of it, and has really been an excellent igniter, a well-functioning lighter for the entire period that I've had it. I cannot remember, it has been a few months ago now, that maybe even 6 months or so ago, that I put a flint in this one and fueled it up the first time. I don't believe that I had to dig out the old flint or anything like that. Just installed a new flint, fueled it up, pressed the button, and away she went. The only real negative about this is it's a really thin lighter, and the first time that I filled it up, I got the leather band that is around it pretty wet with fuel, and it's a little bit hard to let that evaporate out of leather like it would just off the side of a metal lighter. So you might want to consider that when fueling it up. Might want to use a more careful method of fueling rather than just tipping your bottle of petrol fuel up and into it. I have begun using a dropper here lately. Doesn't require near as much skill to tip it and point it right into that fuel hole, and also is not near as prone to overfill it. Until next time.